And welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all, to another reaction for your satisfaction, because I'm the main motherfucking attraction. Cue the intro.
And support a black-owned business.
I don't know. I just have to come up with some sort of song. I'm Natalie Love, okay? I'm your host with the most. If you need a toast, I can't drink with you, so don't brag and boast. What rhymes with toast? Host. I already said that. Anyway, all right. We back with another reaction video. Like I said, as long as I'm sitting here, I'm going to roll these bitches out, period. We at the sleepover, okay? I'm up. I'm wide awake. It's 12:43 right now, p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, so we are reacting to When Plastic Surgery Jobs Goes Wrong. Shout out to you for sending me this. I don't know your name or the information because I couldn't remember. Y'all have actually been bombarding me with these videos, and I appreciate it. She giving niggas some content, okay? But anyway, this is part 2. They sent me part 2, so I guess part 1 probably wasn't that interesting. If this one is, I'll look for it, but if not, you already know how that goes. So you may or may not be able to find the video down in the description if I feel like going through all that. If not, like I said, When Plastic Surgery Jobs Goes Wrong Part 2. Type it. Okay? So, we're actually going to get into this video. But not before you hear about these. What the fuck is up, Love family? As y'all already know, this is your girl, Natalie Love. And yes, I've been gone for a minute, but bitch, I'm back with the jump off. Not only that, bitch, I'm back with motherfucking merch, okay? Y'all love Teeny so much, I got her on the shirt. Y'all love being from the New Revival Tree of Life Institutional Double Rock on the side of the road Missionary Baptist Church of Mount Calvary. Bitch, I got a shirt for that. Dude, the Lord allowed cussing. Wow. Okay, fuck it. But I got shirts. Y'all make sure to get off your ass or stay on your ass. Just stay on your phone and go to that website and look up some shit about me and get a shirt. So again, make sure you go over to NatalieLove.com, TheNatalieLove.com, and purchase your shirt. Support a black-owned business. Okay, so, do I got anything else to add? No, shit, this is going to be the shortest motherfucking intro y'all ever heard on here. Usually them intros 4 to 5 minutes long. 4 to 6 minutes while you bullshitting, okay? So let me jump right into the video. We are recording, and here we go.
Anastasia Pokreschuk. After getting her first
What
filler injections when she was 26 years old.
What is that? What? Hold on. How you turn that closed caption off? What the fuck? What is this? What do y'all be trying to achieve by this? Like, what was wrong with this? Ears were a little big. That's okay. Pull your hair down. A straight back ponytail is just not your thing. Nose is a part of your fucking heritage. But, I mean, if you want it, suck that bitch in a little bit. But, I mean, makeup is amazing nowadays. You ain't really got to cut shit. I don't get what was so wrong with her. You look like Princess Jasmine. Why can't... This is what you wanted to achieve? You paid for this? And people took your money? Repeatedly?
Anastasia Pokreschuk from Kiev, Ukraine.
Oh my
repeated
gosh.
the procedure until she came to be known as
Bullface.
the woman with the largest cheekbones in the world.
That's
Pokreschuk
disgusting.
first had the fillers because she felt that she looked like a grey mouse and thought her
What
nose
do
was...
you think you look like now? What do you think you look like now? You look like a mouse in hibernation with all that food in your fucking cheek.
too large. It's
Oh
unclear
my
if she
gosh.
underwent a rhinoplasty as well. But
She looks
Pokreschuk
like a rhino.
opted to have the
Anaplasty.
surrounding
That looks
features enlarged
disgusting.
in an attempt to achieve symmetry and balance. She ultimately developed a self-admitted obsession for facial
It
enhancement.
literally looks like she has boiled eggs stuck in her fucking cheeks. She was gorgeous right here. What is wrong? This is what you wanted to achieve? You literally wanted to look like a life-size Halloween mask. You literally wanted to be scary all year. There's no way to fix that. I don't care what the fuck you put on it.
And by 2020, when she was in her early 30s, had already lost count of all the procedures.
That's horrible.
They included having her chin and jaw reshaped, as well as Botox injections in her forehead. Even though the extensive use of fillers had
She looks like silly
disproportionately enlarged her cheeks
putty.
and lips, Pokreschok still felt that the former were too small. She'd even begun
You look like silly putty. Like you literally look pulled.
injecting the fillers herself. Doctors had reportedly warned the Instagram model, who boasted a following of over 270,000, about the risks associated with her obsession. Pokreschok also admitted in an interview that she'd been harassed.
What is that? What, like, you not scared your face gonna burst one day? Like, seriously, just pop.
Online, but nevertheless maintained that she loved her look.
Oh my, as long as you
7.
do.
Cynthia Elizabeth Vega. A young Mexican woman died on October the 5th of 2021 following a failed surgery at an unlicensed clinic in her hometown of Monterrey. 22-year-old Cynthia Elizabeth Vega, who worked as a waitress, had paid less than $200 for a butt lift, as well as liposuction on her.
Sweetie, $200 for a butt lift? If some shit sound too good to be true when you dealing with anything that they got to put you to sleep or any kind of anesthesia, some anesthesia does not require sleep. If you have to undergo any kind of anesthesia, if you have to take any kind of blood thinners, if you have to do any kind of fucking procedure, you need to check the credentials of not only the doctor, but the motherfucking building. If that price is too good to be true, run. And sometimes if doctors are a little bit too popular, see what the fuck they too popular for. You can't tell nobody be happy with their body, because at the end of the day, hell, I had weight loss surgery. So somewhere, somehow, I didn't care for mine either, I guess. Nah, not really. Mama's health reasons. But anyway, I'm not one to tell nobody, oh, don't try and change it. If that's what the fuck you want to do, cool. Do your due deals. Do your due diligence on all that shit. The whole purpose of doing the surgery is for you to come out and look bomb. It ain't no good if you don't get up.
Her arms and abdomen. Vega had reportedly been looking forward to the water lipo procedure, which she'd been planning for
water
over a month.
lipo.
It consisted of tubes inserted into the target area and loosening the fat with water or saline solution prior to suctioning it away. Before heading to the Elohim Comprehensive Aesthetic Services Clinic, Vega had shared a meal with her father, who pleaded with her not to go through with the procedure.
$200 for that kind of procedure?
On the operating table. Unfortunately, she never.
You paid $200 for that type of procedure, and they got at least 4 to 6 doctors in the room. How you think they splitting that fucking money? What is $200 to that many fucking people?
Never made it past anesthesia. Her blood pressure began to spike after the first shot, and she became unresponsive. Gosh. She was rushed to a local hospital where the clinic staff reportedly left her alone with her mother. Vega was pronounced dead at 9:45. Only a few hours after the failed anesthesia. Local authorities reported that the clinic staff, along with its owner, Nancy Deyanira Mireles Reyna, went on the run.
And look at how beautiful, look at how bomb she shaped.
Leon State Investigation Agency obtained a search warrant for the clinic. It was reported that Elohim Comprehensive Aesthetic Services was only licensed to provide consultation and not to carry out any surgeries. Number 6.
Do your research.
Wesley Murakami. In 2018, Brazilian doctor Wesley Murakami was sued by
his face strong as fuck. I hope he the one that underwent surgery, because that nigga look just like Dorian from The Mask. Buff ass face.
Dozens of former patients whom he'd left disfigured for life after he'd botched their cosmetic treatments. Murakami had reportedly injected them with an excessive and dangerous amount of polymethyl methacrylate, or
what is that?
PMMA, in bioplasty procedures. According to Brazil's medical council, the synthetic resin should only be injected within the prescribed limit.
She looks like a goddamn prune. That is horrible. But did y'all look at him before you agreed to let him do that to you? Because I looked at him. I just looked at him. And he wouldn't even be able to advertise to me. Or I do face work on who? Because if you did that to you, and if you didn't do it, why you can't fix it?
Of 5 milliliters. Murakami not only used it in excess but also persuaded some of his patients to have the fillers in multiple areas of their faces. He didn't explain the implications of the treatment, which is deemed so risky that high street clinics in the US and UK
not in the
reportedly
face, not in
won't
the
offer
face.
it. Some of the affected patients believed that the injections were akin to Botox and had no idea that what Murakami was doing to the faces was permanent.
Oh my
Methacrylate is fluid when injected.
Look at how beautiful she was. Crimson chin. What were you trying to achieve? What? Look at how beautiful. As much as I can laugh at this shit, I really wish people would get people. No, because can't nobody tell you beautiful, because I'm sure somebody told her. Beautiful fucking face. You have a gorgeous chin line. What were you trying to achieve here? And springtime is my season that I hate the most because of my allergies. I have allergy-induced migraines. And somebody was trying to talk me into getting Botox. I fucking refuse. No, you are not putting a needle in, near, or around my fucking face. No. And I don't mind getting shots, but I cringe at the thought of somebody putting a needle in my face. That's why I got the same ear piercings that I had when my mama got them as a baby. I tried as a teenager to go get a second ear piercing. Them bitches closed up and they stayed that way. I got the same ear holes that I've had since a child. Beautiful. Why did you do that?
It's not an absorbable substance and it can cause necrosis, obstructions, embolisms, and even death. The only solution to extract in case it triggers inflammation by embracing a muscle or nerve is cutting through tissue. The patients filing the suit were committed to get Murakami banned, and to that end,
look at him
shared photos of
looking like a hard-ass superhero. He looks like a villain in the face.
Just showed them with extensively swollen and deformed faces, chronicling the struggle of adjusting to life after
remove your
botched
wraps.
procedures. Many reported that they'd spiraled into depression and even had thoughts of self-harming. In 2014,
you've already
Alexandre
self-harmed.
Garzon, then in his early 30s,
look at him.
wanted to get his acne scars fixed and was promised amazing results by Murakami. After the injections,
he was gorgeous
he saw that his face
before.
was massively swollen and significantly disproportionate.
Like, not my type of
Garzon
gorgeous,
that
but
the
I mean, he
swelling
was
would
a
go down,
handsome
but it
man.
never did. After years of corticosteroid treatment and hiding from his own reflection, Garzon was forced to accept that his face was irrevocably altered.
Come on, Ed. I'm not playing in my face. I'm not doing that. I can't play in my face. Not my face.
Number 5, Justin Street. New Jersey woman Cassia Rivera was sentenced to 5 years in prison after pleading guilty to reckless manslaughter for the 2011 death of
botched penis enlargement. You trusted your member? What's
Justin Street. Even though she wasn't a doctor and had no formal training, she'd performed a procedure meant to enlarge 22-year-old Street's external genitalia at her home in East Orange. Rivera, then in her mid-30s, had been running a fraudulent cosmetology practice out of her home. She injected silicone, which wasn't medical grade, into Street's manhood during a reported pumping party. Rivera did so, even though as stated in court by an assistant
Y'all, I know motherfuckers tell you at 18 you stop growing. Somebody cool with that little meat. Long as you know how to work it. That shit about it not being about the size of the boat, it's the motion in the ocean. Somebody cool with that little meat. Find you somebody that's this close to being a lesbian. And learn how to do all of that. Like, and then my ladies, like the plastic surgery and shit, your body is going to change tremendously from age 22 to 33. Your hips going to drop, them holes going to dip, they going to spread out. I'm telling you, I didn't used to have them little corners on my hips, them little kisses that come out. And I'm 34. I'm still dropping and changing and contorting. Not only just because of the surgery, but at the same time, like, give your body a chance to naturally do its thing. Your 20s is not the time to be worried about that shit. That's so sad. That's a good-looking goddamn man. Ugh.
Prosecutor, she had no business sticking needles into anyone, let alone
Look at
such
her.
a sensitive area.
You don't even know how to pick out a proper fucking wig. I'm not finna trust you with my piece.
Procedure and injected silicone directly into Street's bloodstream, causing an embolism that resulted in Street's organs progressively shutting down. He died the following day. In the ensuing trial, Rivera
ain't
was
nothing
also
you can
accused
do.
of injecting the non-surgical silicone into a woman's
God,
breasts and
he is
buttocks on 4
beautiful.
occasions.
Look at that
The
black
latter
man.
charges were,
Ugh.
however, dropped in light of her guilty plea to reckless manslaughter. Following her eventual release from prison, Rivera will potentially risk being deported to her native Jamaica.
Drop her
Number 4,
ass off.
Amber May.
Amber May.
In November of 2021, a British woman from Leicestershire talked to a media outlet about her self-admitted plastic surgery addiction and the various ways in which it had impacted her life and
I did not know
relationships.
that the Dolly Parton
23-year-old
titties
Amber
was
May
still a
from
thing.
Leicestershire had been under the knife at least 8 times since 2016. The procedures
Now,
included multiple...
Her, I can kind of see why she did it. But I don't understand, like, the flotation titties. I don't get it. I don't understand, like, the pool noodle titties. I don't get the point.
Breast augmentations, facial fillers, Brazilian butt lifts, and rhinoplasty, as well as several rounds of full-body liposuction. May, who claimed that she was
I
often
can't say her
compared to a
face don't look
real-life
good.
Barbie doll, mainly funded her procedures, totaling close to $100,000 through a lucrative OnlyFans
But if
profile.
hopefully
The
her
young
lips
woman
don't get no
reported
big
that she
shit
liked to
now,
look
I will say her face don't look bad compared to what it was in the beginning.
fake, adding that she regarded plastic surgery as a hobby and looked forward to each procedure. Her surgically enhanced curves did, however, result in some struggles because of her NN cup breasts, each of which held about 3 liters of saline solution and weighed over 18 pounds. She could no longer tie her
she
shoes
wasn't a
or
looker.
do any running. Her look also caused rifts with family members who reportedly didn't like or condone the enhancements.
None of your fucking business.
May claimed that she planned on having plastic surgery indefinitely, with another breast augmentation lined up for January of 2022. Number 3, Pixie Fox. 31-year-old media personality Pixie Fox, originally from Sweden, has gained attention online for undergoing at least 200 cosmetic procedures to model her appearance into that of a human cartoon, in line with Jessica Rabbit and fairy-like characters. Among the most shocking of the operations was the removal of 6 ribs in order for her to achieve a slim, cartoonish waist. Fox made appearances on 2 seasons of E! Entertainment's show Botched in 2015 and 2018, in which she mentioned a few of the procedures she'd underwent. In addition to having her privates reconstructed to be like what she referred to as a baby flower, Fox claimed to be the only person to have had hair from her pubic area transferred to her eyelashes. She'd had her ears shaped to be elf-like and underwent a painful jaw-breaking procedure in South Korea that left her unable to eat.
You removed your pubes. So now you got pussy eyes.
Or talk for a week. Surgeons had to break, shave, and reset her jawbone in order for her to achieve a coveted V-line on her jaw and a pointed chin, which she believed made her look more like a cartoon superhero.
No, you look
Fox
a
had also
fool.
gone to India in order to change her eye color to an emerald green. The controversial procedure wasn't performed.
You
in
literally
Europe or
weren't
the
happy
US
with being
due to
born.
a high risk of blindness. During her first appearance, doctors on Botched denied giving her further surgery, worried
As they
that she
should.
suffered from body dysmorphia, and were similarly hesitant during Fox's second appearance, in which she'd asked them to surgically lower her hairline. Number 2, Livia Dame and Alicia Gomez.
I don't understand that shit. That looks disgusting. And they should deny her every goddamn time. Because come on, people. Ew.
In 2021, a mother and daughter from California were arrested for carrying out illegal plastic surgery that resulted in the death of an aspiring adult film actress. 51-year-old Livia Dame and Alicia Gomez, aged 26, didn't perform the outlaw procedures in a medical facility,
Look at them.
but would instead take their supplies to private homes in Los Angeles County.
Look at they goddamn. You can't even trust their makeup. You can't even trust they makeup. They don't even know what shade they are. And you gonna let them trust you? You gonna trust them with your medical health?
They advertised their services under the name Latia or the Aunt, and at most charged $4,500 for a butt lift that, in a professional setting, would have cost at least 3 times as much. Adaim and Gomez's cheaper variant was also extremely dangerous, as they injected a liquid silicone mixture into the buttocks. When performing a Brazilian butt lift, certified plastic surgeons will typically opt for solid implants, with the injections being considered illegal and potentially deadly. The medical-grade silicone may be cut with anything from window cleaner to motor oil. If it enters the bloodstream, it can attack vital organs through the formation of embolisms. 26-year-old Carissa Raj Paul had moved to California from South Africa and had sought the augmentation as part of her desire to
she looked every bit of 47.
In the film industry. She'd had 2 procedures with Adaim and Gomez at a residence in Encino, and even posted a video to her social media during one of them. Raj Paul then suffered critical complications during a 3rd procedure. Adaim and her daughter called 911, but allegedly fled the scene without identity.
Look at them. Look at them. First of all, I just knew this was a fucking filter. I just knew that this is not how her face is constructed, and it stayed that way. Like, either her daddy was an asshole to her mama, or she literally, like, hated Mr. Potato Head. Because that's just what you did to this child. And then and you would trust them to do any kind of surgery on you, and they didn't opt to fix themselves first. She looks a fool.
Identifying themselves or telling the paramedics what happened. Raj Paul died in an emergency room, with a coroner subsequently listing the cause of death as homicide due to acute cardiopulmonary dysfunction and intramuscular or intravascular silicone injections. Adaim and Gomez were charged with murder, and their case is ongoing. Number 1. Alicia DuVall. In 2021, glamour model Alicia DuVall revealed that her addiction to plastic surgery had impaired her normal physical functions to such a degree that she needed Botox for life. Throughout the years, DuVall, mainly known for her roles in reality...
Y'all, please, do not be scared to age. A lot of people, well, you get on here and say that you're 34. I'm 34 years old, baby, and I'm proud, because it's a lot of people that I know that didn't make it this far. Be okay with the fact that that body that you have, it has to get older. It has to, it's going to fall apart. Depending on how you take care of it. But it is going to change. It is going to morph into something. You are not meant to look like you did 13 years ago. Some people's bodies are preserved. Usually motherfuckers that go to jail. Okay? Some people are preserved. Some people take care of themselves so motherfucking well that this not even a conversation for them. Love the body. Love your age. Love the metamorphosis that you have to go through. Your face gonna droop. It's gonna drop. Your eyes gonna separate. Your teeth gonna separate. Get braces. Your nose my nose is starting to spread the older I get. And God forbid if you ever say, it's time for you to have a child. My nose gonna be all over here, baby. I already know it. I already know it. My nose is gonna be all over here. Respect that process. Love that process, because it's so many motherfuckers that wish they could have and cannot make it. Will not make it. It's not in their cards to make it.
Reality TV has had an estimated 360 procedures. They included butt implants, 18 breast augmentations, 11 nose jobs, and having her ribs shaved down, among many others. By DuVall's accounts, the surgeries cost her at least $1 million.
Look at this face. And I hate to say it, but sweetheart, you can't keep it now. You need to let them eyebrows stay in this picture. We not doing the thin pencil eyebrows. We're not doing the click pen eyebrows no more. Let that stay here. But look at how gorgeous. Bask in what you were, baby, and embrace what you are. This was your time for this. You ain't gonna look now. I don't know how the cover girl lady. I don't know how the fuck she done did it all these years. I'm sure it's a bunch of Botox, and I'm sure she'll be forever stuck like this. But this was the time for that when it was. That's what's wrong with Tiny. That's why her face looks so fucking crazy. Respect your metamorphosis.
Her obsession, for which she went to rehab on multiple occasions, has produced a number of complications.
Where the fuck is my lip
In July
gloss?
of 2021, DuVall revealed that she was stuck in a vicious circle in which she needed Botox every 6 months. During one of her past facelifts, surgeons had torn a facial muscle. Without Botox, the model would be left drooling, as she's no longer able to keep her face lifted. In June of 2020, she was on the verge of dying after developing sepsis, following a severe infection brought about by one of her allergen breast implants, which have been linked to cancer cases. One of her breasts was reportedly double the size of the other and red raw. Fortunately, she survived, but it hadn't been her only close call linked to plastic surgery. A few years earlier, in 2015, her butt implants exploded inside her body, leaking silicone in her bloodstream. Even though the incident had nearly killed her, DuVall was still hesitant about removing the implants, worried about how her behind would look without them.
Oh my gosh,
Thanks
how do
for
you
watching.
think your ass looks now? Niagara falling down your fucking back. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. All right, that's the end of that one. I'm going to keep it going to the next one. Y'all already know. Again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I thank y'all so much again for watching. And until next time, bye.